Hello and welcome to Code Dev Day Academy. We're still on the generative AI course, still on Module 2, which is working with text based generative AI. And in this lesson, we are going to look at how to use AI for learning and research. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to use AI to summarize articles, papers, or lecture notes, simplify complex concepts for easier understanding, generate research topics, outlines or study questions, verify the accuracy of AI generated content, and integrate AI into study and research workflows effectively. Alright, so to start this lesson, we need to know that AI assisted editing uses language models to review texts and suggest improvements, just like we did in our previous lesson. So the main purpose of using AI for research and learning is that it helps us to condense large amounts of information quickly. It explains difficult concepts in simpler terms. It helps us to generate study guides, flashcards, or practice questions, and helps us to brainstorm research topics or project ideas. So the first thing to look at is summarization and note taking. So AI can help us to convert long text into concise summaries for easier review. We demonstrated that in our previous lesson when we were looking at how to use AI when we were looking at AI assisted editing, whereby we summarized the whole document into 5 paragraphs, then did what we wanted to do with that one. So in these cases, it can help us to summarize our lecture notes, articles and research papers, and reports or documents. Concept simplification. AI can help explain technical or complex ideas in accessible or plain language. So this helps to improve comprehension, supports learners in tackling difficult topics, and generates analogies or step-by-step explanations. Research assistance. AI can help with brainstorming topics or research questions, suggesting keywords or references, drafting outlines or essay structures, and comparing ideas across subjects. And as a study aid and practice tools, AI can generate flashcards, MCQs, quiz prompts, and summaries for revision. So let's head into some of the AI tools that we'll be using in this lesson to demonstrate what we've learned. All right, so for this one, let's start with perplexity and help to brainstorm some ideas. So first, let's say we are final year students and we want AI to help us to get a topic for our final year thesis. So let's give it this. As the final year undergraduates, let's say I'm an IT, so let's say computer science students. Help me get a topic that I can work on for my thesis. Suggest articles, provide references, and give me an overview of what the topic will be about. Right. So let's wait for the article that we would get. So whilst we are waiting, we can copy or let's copy this prompt and head to let's use we've used DeepSeek. We used DeepSeek in the last lesson. So let's use Claude. Same prompt. There we go. So now let's head to complexity and read what we have. So propose design and implementation of AI-based cyberbullying detection system for social media. So that's giving us this topic, short description. So he said you build a system that does all of this. So why this topic so because we use Python, data sets are available, it aligns with this. Okay, so suggested research articles. It has given us some articles that we can leverage on to write this thesis. I see it added the years and the links to when you click on this, it will send you directly to the site and see what we have over here. So just use the AI to help us get a topic for our function. That's giving us the outline to see chapter one, literature review, methodology, implementation and result, the results and discussion. And so we have all this. All right. Now let's head to what we had for what we are getting for Claude. So Claude is asking us about some questions. So which area of computer science interests you most? AI, cybersecurity. So let's say we want computer networks. I want it to be a different. So a balance of both practical and theoretical, applicable to Africa. So Claude asks us some questions and it will use that to generate our output for us. So whilst we wait for Claude to finish this, let's head to Grok. Oh, it's Claude is almost done. Okay. So it has given us this topic: design and implementation of a solar powered sensor network for smart agriculture in Ghana. Then it has given us this overview. Why this topic works is explaining why it works for us. So what you do, literature review, system design, implementation, evaluation, the dashboard. It has given us some articles. So for this one, so when you click on the link, to take you straight to the site where that article is. You can just reference it in your write-ups. You can see you have this one to look by. So it has just narrowed it down for us then. It is even giving us what we will need for the practical part. You get it. So now let's say we want to let's say to grow. So let's say we want to teach something and we want some questions and some flashcards on that one. So let's say as for generate lesson notes on generate lesson notes on I want a sample one. on MS Word for junior high school students. Bingham used plain, simple language. Add a practice workbook, flashcards where necessary, quizzes, and a final exam. Make the lesson into make the lesson in at most 5 sections. So this I'll put, I'll copy it and paste it into another model. So this time let me put it in Gemini. So I'm pasting the same prompt here. Then we see what you get over here. So let's say to work. So it's still working, but and see what is it has right now. There he has simple and plain. So section one has given us introduction to MSP. Section two, rating. Section three and section four. Section five too. So practice will be has given us this exercise 1 to 5, 6 exercise 6. So flashcards for PVC. So let me make it like this. So for the flashcards, they are not on image generation, but generate sample images for them. I'll go and do the same thing in Gemini too. So you can see it is generating the images. So let's head it. So for Gemini 2, it has given us this getting started, typing and editing text, section 3, section 4, section 5. It's also giving us a practice flashcards to and export it to sheets or a Google Sheets here. And place a quiz. Final exam tool is attached. Then let's also place that same prompt here and see what we get here. So let's head back to Grok and see if our flashcards are. You can see we have all of these here. You can see word processing easily computer. And all that. We have all this here. So let's head to Gemini to and see the flashcards that it gives us. So you can see it has also given us this the interface, shortcut keys, cursor, editing tools. Let's go back and see if there are other images too. So it has given us this. So you can see how you can use AI to assist us in learning and research. All right. So what we should note is that generative AI can be extremely helpful in learning and research because it can process information quickly, summarize content, generate, suggest ideas, and provide explanations. However, what we should know is that it is not capable of understanding or reasoning like a human. It generates these outputs based on patterns that it has learned from data, not by thinking, verifying, or reasoning about the truth. So you know that it speeds up the task, it provides guidance, not answers. That means it can explain concepts or suggest research directions, but its outputs may be incomplete, biased, or occasionally incorrect. Human judgment is very essential here. AI helps to enhance learning efficiency. And what you should know is that it supports, but it does not replace thinking. That is, it should be treated as a collaborative tool, but the final analysis, interpretation, and conclusion should come from the learner or researcher. So, to summarize all what I've said, AI accelerates research and learning, but cannot replace critical thinking. Its outputs are starting to its outputs are starting points that require human evaluation and reasoning to ensure accuracy and depth of understanding. So, simple workflow for AI assisted learning, just like we did for AI assisted editing. You define the goal, you write a clear prompt, you generate your output, you review and you verify, then you integrate it into your workflow. So, common pitfalls, same as we've been talking about all throughout this lesson: over reliance on AI structural accuracy, accepting outputs without verification, using vague or overly broad prompts, ignoring critical thinking when interpreting outputs. So, to conclude, AI can summarize, simplify, and organize information for learning and research. And also, clear and specific prompts improve the quality of output that we get. You should always verify AI-generated content accuracy. So remember there were some links, so you can just head over to the site and see if the what and check if what the AI is giving you is accurate or not. AI can help to create steady A's, test questions, and research suggestions. Integrating AI into a workflow enhances productivity and comprehension. So thank you, and this is the end of the second module, and see you in module 3.